Hi Aries, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader, and that's obviously tiny. This Aries is your intuitive reading for the time between the 14th and the 20th of March. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Right, okay, there we go. I shouldn't laugh. The words that came to mind when I'm shuffling is a circus. Like everything's a circus and you keep getting something wrong. And I don't know if that's how you're feeling or if that's what someone said to you or if that's what you keep telling yourself, but I'm hoping and hopeful that energy can be released this week. Let's have a look. So, bottom of the deck, which is the base of the reading. This card really, this energy is really all about the perspective you need to look at this week through, or the overall experience that you might encounter this week. And that is the energy of the Five of Cups. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is about emotional baggage. This is me with my head down. This is me, feeling sad about something that's happened. But the thing is, it's already happened. And with number 5, it's about change. So this indicates that there's something that you need to realise that you need to change when it comes to some feelings that need to be released. That could be sadness at the end of a relationship or anything that sort of made you doubt your ability to be in a relationship. Anything that's made you doubt your capacity to love somebody else, or anything that's made you doubt whether or not you are worthy of love. This week it's about changing that mindset. It's about changing those emotions that you've been carrying around with you. And it may be that a circumstance or a situation arises this week that makes you confront some of these heavy emotions that you've been carrying around with you. Okay, so let's have a look at these energies. Right, okay, so this wants to be the first one out. So this is Ace of Wands. So, see, this is it. I feel like this is actually the clarifier for this, actually. So you've got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is that new beginning, is that passion. And it could be related to a person, an individual. It could be related to somebody else, having a new start. This type, whatever this is for you, the emotion that you need to release, the change that you need to go through, that you need to recognize, that you need to release, whatever that is for you, it looks like this is something that we get the opportunity to do this week. We get the opportunity to face up to these things this week. And that is why it's always really positive to see the changes, the 5 cards and the 7 cards. Look, we've got new energy coming in. So it could be that you've had your head down about some ex, or you've had your head down because of some other form of mistreatment. And the mistreatment might be long over, years ago, happened years ago, and you didn't realise that it'd been affecting you. And it's only this week that you realise it's been affecting you. And it might be you get a message from somebody, or you read an article in the newspaper, or you watch a soap opera, and the relationship that's depicted in this film or in this television program makes you reminisce about a difficult situation that you had in your life in the past. And that is the type of energy that we're dealing with this week. We're coming into realizations this week. You're coming into realizations, Aries, this week, of things that you've been carrying around, energies and emotions that you've been carrying around that you don't need to carry around with you any longer. It's time for a new start, a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is also really an injection of energy. We talk about this being communication out of the blue, etc. But really it's number 8. So remember, it's linked to karma and karmic cycles. And all karmic cycles are about bringing us into awareness. Really, bringing us into awareness with our internal emotions and our external actions, those two things being in alignment with each other. That's the whole point of karmic cycles. That's what they're for. And this is energy. This is, this is wand energy. It's about that passion, that motivation, the inspiration, the creativity. So this is about an experience that could be karmic, that could seem karmic, so that's why we say out of the blue. That's an injection of new energy. So that's why it could be an out of the blue message or out of the blue communication. But it could be in the form of anything, really. As I said, you could be watching a television program that reminds you of something, or a book, or reading a book or something. And it's that injection of new energy. And it's that injection of energy that actually, in a way, helps you to realise that there's something that you need to change regarding your emotions. And again, it could be linked, anything far back from the past. Could be something that you didn't even realise that you were carrying up, that you were holding on to. But the next energy you have actually is the magician energy. Now, the magician energy is all about really law of attraction. It's about you recognising, knowing, understanding, feeling everything that you need to do in order to create, to manifest, to think clearly, to do whatever it is you want to do, and to bring to fruition whatever it is you want to bring into your life. So, for you, if you've been stuck thinking like this, woe is me, don't get me wrong, I'm not sort of belittling or sort of downplaying what you've been experiencing. I'm just trying to give you an example. So if you've been feeling like, I'm sad, I'm down, nothing good's ever going to happen to me, that's what you're going to attract. And it's not to say, that's not karma. That's not, I don't really like talking about law of attraction, because I think there's like, I don't know, there's some misunderstandings about that law of attraction anyway. But let me carry on with what I was going to say. So what I was going to say is, if you've been thinking, if you've been thinking, oh, I'm terrible, or I'm not going to get a good relationship, and you've been thinking on that level, then you will attract that in. Now, you won't attract that in because it's like the universe isn't giving that to you because, it's like karma, or you've been miserable, so you're getting miserable. It's not like that. You attract what you need. This is the difference between when people talk about law of attraction, or, you're praying for this, you're praying for that. No, you attract what it is you need. And you need to see that there's something that you need to change. There's feelings that you need to change. So actually, you've been with your head down, and actually that's actually attracted a situation where you realise, oh my gosh, my head's been so down. Like, it might be that you've been isolating yourself, for example, watching all the TV programmes. And as I said, you watch all these programmes on these tellies, these soap operas, and whilst watching these soap operas that you realise, oh my gosh, she is me. That is my life that she's living. And you have that breakthrough moment. And then you start to attract different things to you. Number one, you start to attract something else to you, something more suitable for you. It looks like a new beginning is coming for you, Aries, and you've been stuck in a rut. Things have been, as I said, like a circus craziness for you for some reason. We've still got this energy of the moon, and this energy, Pisces energy, is going to be with us until the 20th, when the sun enters Aries on the 20th. So if you can see these, by the way, and the description of the moon card, you can see those on my Instagram or Facebook, Kiwis and Tarot, and I've just taught you through those things. But we've got the moon energy now. How I'm describing it is, it's very emotionally intimate energy, and is the moon card, because if you think about what intimacy is about bearing yourself, isn't it? And people, showing yourself, all vulnerabilities and all, and the moon's Pisces season is about that for you. It's about you seeing the whole of yourself, the whole of your truth, the whole of the state of yourself, the state of your self-esteem, the state of your how you perceive yourself, etc. So this time is really all about coming into that awareness, coming into seeing who you are, coming into recognizing who you are, and not only who you are, what you are feeling, what you are, because it becomes, sometimes emotional baggage becomes part of our identity. We think that is who we are. We think that I'm just someone who's no good I don't have any luck in love, or I don't have, I'm just that type of person, I'm just unlucky in love. No, you're not just unlucky in love. That's your mindset, so that's what you're attracting, and you'll keep attracting it until you realise that it's not that you're unlucky in love, it's that you perceive yourself to be unlucky in love. And if you perceive yourself as someone who's unlucky in love, that is obviously going to affect your external actions. So you've got to realise that this week, really, for you, it's about what's beneath the surface for you. And it's about listening to that intuition. And it's about it's just about letting whatever wants to come through come to the surface. And the moon energy is incredibly idiosyncratic. I said this on the other video that I did yesterday. The things that you experience, the things that you need to work on, so subtle. No one might ever even realise. Only you know. Only you feel it. It's that close to us. It's that within us. It's that hidden. And it's about time now, this week, that whatever is hidden, whatever is blocking you, whatever is stopping you, the stories that you're telling yourself, the way that you are perceiving yourself, the person that you're telling yourself that you are, all that, understanding why and where they came from, and that actually some things need to be released. That's what this week is all about for you. Okay, that's what this week is all about for you. And, really think about it as there's new energy coming in. It's a major cycle for you, actually. It's a major energy shift coming in this week. You just have to be sort of brave enough, strong enough, and it seems like you have that energy with you to stand there and to face it and to look at it and to realise it and to feel it. You just have to be brave enough to do that because you have it within you to do it. So you have to just embrace it this week. You have to just embrace seeing yourself for really how you feel. You've got to just embrace it, okay? So, my darling Aries, I hope you like that reading. Tiny's sleeping, look, he's chilled. I hope you like that reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and click the bell for notifications of new uploads. And feel free to share this video on your social media, your Facebook, your WhatsApp, for those people that you think it might resonate with. And also leave me your comments. I do read your comments and respond to them as well. I've also added to the Key Wisdom playlist as well this week. So please check that out. Inspiration in Action. If you ever wondered how I choose the cards that I do and why I place them where I do, that might help you. And as I said, don't forget to follow me, Key Wisdom Tarot, on Instagram and on Facebook. I will see you all next week with some additional readings. Take care, my darlings. Bye.